Well, hi there, Cancer. How are you this evening? My name is Cheryl Lynn. I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one is going to be for May 30th, 31st, and June 1st. We're going to do it just like we always do it, okay? I'm going to call out all 12 signs. When I call out a sign, whoever comes to your mind first, that's who we're speaking of. I'll pull 2 cards for each one of the signs. It's to give you some sort of an overview as to the current dynamic between you and that person that came to your mind, okay? At the bottom, I will pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is to give you a heads up as to what might be coming towards you this weekend. The idea here is that it will make it more easy for you to navigate your way through the weekend if there aren't any big surprises maybe, okay? All right, this one's gonna be for my Cancers. All right, let's see. If you're a Cancer currently dealing with an Aries, I have the Moon and the 2 of Cups. At one time, you and this Aries had something that was very special. It was like a divine union. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could have been a friendship. I feel like there was deception at play here. And right now, this is definitely an arduous coupling right this minute. Okay? There's no trust in this anymore. That's what I feel like. Okay, if you are a Cancer dealing with a Taurus, I have the Prince of Cups, which would be the Knight of Cups, and the Death card. So the Taurus is viewing you, Cancer, as somebody who's going through an incredible transformation. I mean, everything about you is being transformed and changed, it seems. They would love to ride in and somehow save the day for you, or somehow, be that knight in shining armor that you need, or that they think you need, but they're not right now. They're standing on the sidelines and waiting to see how this plays out, So that's what you got. If you are a Cancer dealing with the Gemini, I have the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. This Gemini is definitely looking towards their future and wants you to be in it, but the 3 of Pentacles, they want to continue to collaborate with you or collaborate with you more. This looks like it holds great promise. Actually, so does the Taurus, to be honest, so you're quite popular so far. If you are a Cancer dealing with another Cancer or possibly trying to send yourself a message, I have the Emperor and the 9 of Pentacles. If you're trying to send a message to yourself, I believe you're telling yourself that you need to pull back your power and be in charge of you. Okay, that's what they're saying. You need to be an army of one in some ways right now. Stand in your independence. If you are a Cancer dealing with a Leo, I have the King of Cups and the King of Wands. Well, Cancer, it looks like the Leo is viewing you in the King of Cups and them in the King of Wands. We all know how I feel about it. If it's 2 masculine energies, it's real tough go there. This just feels like 2 people butting heads. I don't know. There's no yin and yang to this situation right here. So I don't know if this is a work relationship or possibly family. Maybe this is family because you have no choice in family, right? That's how it feels. At any rate, both you and this other person are standing in your masculine, and it's causing some sort of friction. Okay, if you are a Cancer dealing with a Virgo, I have the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. So this Virgo is viewing you as somebody who's acting very strategically with your communication towards them. Like they feel like you're playing a head game or trying to be manipulative, and you're doing it through the communication. If you are a Cancer dealing with a Libra, I have the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Swords. So this Libra is viewing you as somebody who's presenting in the Queen of Cups, so male or female, you're presenting here in your feminine, sorry. They're seeing you as somebody who is drowning in emotion almost, and very restricted by your thoughts. Like there's things you're supposed to do right now and you can't do them, and it has something to do with drowning in your emotions and restricted by your thoughts. I hope that made sense. If you are a Cancer dealing with a Scorpio, I have the 6 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles. This Scorpio is viewing you as somebody who they have a ton of history with, a ton of nostalgia. However, they're viewing you as somebody who's been left out in the cold, or who's leaving them out in the cold. Somebody's been left out in the cold here. If you are a Cancer dealing with a Sagittarius, I have the 2 of Wands and the Page of Wands. So the Sagittarius is viewing you as a free spirit, Very much so. They feel like you're at a crossroads right now. You have to make a decision on which path you want your life to take. This feels like it's a lifelong friend, or this is somebody you have a ton of loyalty with, but I don't feel like it's romantic. If you are a Cancer dealing with a Capricorn, I have the Strength card and the Prince of Wands, which would be the Knight of Wands. This Capricorn is viewing you as somebody who's incredibly strong, very fiery, very determined to get whatever it is you want. Maybe too determined. I mean, like hyper-focused to your detriment. I don't know if I feel like this is romantic. If it's romantic, it was romantic, and it feels now like it's more of a friendship, like the romance fizzled. I don't know. If you are a, what are we on? Oh, Cancer, dealing with an Aquarius. I have the Four of Swords and the Tower. So this Aquarius is viewing you as somebody where the tower has fallen in your life lately, possibly with them, and now you need time to heal and recover from whatever happened. If you are a Cancer dealing with a Pisces, I have the Page of Pentacles and the Empress. So this Pisces is viewing you as the Empress. So you're the whole thing, the whole sandwich with the bag of chips. You're all of that, okay? They say right now that you're trying to rebuild a solid foundation, because whatever foundation you had must have fallen with the Tower, I'm assuming. But it's all good. On Friday, I have 10 of Swords and the Star card. So something makes you feel as though you've been betrayed on Friday, but it doesn't dim your light of hope, right? You still have hope and faith. You know things are going to get better. On Saturday, 6 of Wands, 8 of Cups. However, what happened, whatever the betrayal was, looks like it's got you walking away from something. But you're walking away from something that betrayed you towards, public recognition and victory. And on Sunday, I have the King of Swords and the Page of Cups. This is whoever betrayed you trying to come in with a half-baked apology on Sunday. I don't know. You might take it to be polite, but that's it. I mean, you're looking at everything from a very analytical, logical standpoint. You're not letting emotions drag you back into something where somebody betrayed you, is what I see. All right, Cancer, that is what I have for this week. No matter what the cards ever say, you just go out and make it the best week you possibly can. That's how I see it. I'll be back on Sunday with the weekly readings, I hope. And I'm here pretty much every morning with the daily energy check-ins. If you want to check those out, it's kind of cool. And that's it. Thanks for everything, you guys. Take care.